Run 'em, run 'em, run 'em, run 'em, run 'em, run 'em, run 'em. Yeah, just run 'em. I'm on the mezzanine. I go so hard just to fuck up my enemies. Don't need revenge when success is the remedy. Ain't for the top, I'ma do 'em like Kennedy. Mixing champagne with their Hennessy. They falling off, all these niggas is winning leagues. Life gave me limits, I came out with simply. Look, I don't associate, no, we can't congregate. Focus like number 8, my shit is infinite. Move out the trauma, my therapist healing it, Know that you feeling it, I'm just too weird with this, Came with the bass and I'm slapping you niggas, I feel like I'm willing this, Look, stuck in the fuck shit, kill them all at the top of my bucket list. None of you hoes on my fucking list. I go so hard when I come like this, Look, yeah, I go hard and I run up the numbers. Grinding the winter to fuck up the summer. Telling you niggas beware that I'm coming. Tell me from the bottom, now stepping on the neck. I've been working, I've been grinding. I need all of my respect. Getting dollars, yeah, euros. Now really cashing checks. Mezzanine is on the deck. Mezzanine is on the deck. Tell me from the bottom, now stepping on the neck. I've been working, I've been grinding. I need all of my respect. Getting dollars, yeah, euros. Now really cashing checks. Mezzanine is on the deck. Mezzanine is on the deck. Tell them that I'm coming, like who I've been coming. Numbers I've been running, I've been up to something. Never run from nothing, gotta keep it jumping. Make sure these niggas is bumping my shit. I go too hard on the bitch. Used to be late on the rent. Used to make dollars and cents. Now all the figures are 6, bitch. Yeah, tell them other rap niggas better keep quiet. When they got a piece, guess a nigga get violent. Always got mine, cause a nigga come try it. Yeah, stepping away from the bottom feeders. It just me on my album, don't need a feature. Couldn't walk in my shoes, not a kilometer, not a centimeter, bitch. Coming from the bottom, now stepping on the neck. I've been working, I've been grinding. I need all of my respect. Getting dollars, yeah, euros. Now really cashing checks. Mezzanine is on the deck. Mezzanine is on the deck. Coming from the bottom, now stepping on the neck. I've been working, I've been grinding. I need all of my respect. Getting dollars, yeah, euros. Now really cashing checks. Mezzanine is on the deck. Mezzanine is on the deck.
Cause I'm gon' win, I make plays. So I give my best, and you can say whatever you want about me. Do whatever gon' please you. You ain't never seen nobody come up like this and then catch amnesia. I just cook, serve, repeat. Promise y'all I'm gon' eat. I just cook, serve, repeat. Booming all on your street. I just cook, serve, repeat. Promise y'all I'm gon' eat. I just cook, serve, repeat. Booming all on your street. I've been up 6 days a week. I ain't getting no sleep. How they mad already? I ain't hit my peak. If they ain't hate, then you ain't great. Shit, you know how that go. But I've been way too hot to worry about no low. I jump off a jet and I'm turning the city up. Niggas know that I'm really up. Shawty thick as a pony, I tell that hoe giddy up. I been beating that kitty up, and I ain't gotta say it, they figured I get it in. I been popping my shit again. Cop a crib on the side where they don't let no niggas in. I been noticed you getting thin. I done mastered the art of my hustle. Man, you niggas one part of my struggle. So it's funny, the moment you get you some money, they flocking, they all in your bubble. I been popping this pimpin', I'm patting my stat sheet. Got my O's in the track meet. Everything that I drop gon' be hard as the last heat. Baby, come get your back beat. I been having this motion, I move like a nurse, little nigga, I can't give a fuck how you feel. All of my partners that came up from nothing, you know that I can't keep it nothing but real. Need you a verse, better come with that paper in order. I'm booming, I'm charging them steep. I'm in your city a total of week and a half. You know I ain't come here to sleep. I've been going up 10 days straight. I ain't getting no rest, cause I'm gon' win, I made plays. So I give my best, and you can say whatever you want about me. Do whatever gon' please you. You ain't never seen nobody come up like this and then catch amnesia. I just cook, serve, repeat. Promise y'all I'm gon' eat. I just cook, serve, repeat. Booming all on your street. I just cook, serve, repeat. Promise y'all I'm gon' eat. I just cook, serve, repeat. Booming all on your street. I've been up 2 weeks, that's a half months with a half ounce and a whole queen. Herb pack in the backwoods with some backwoods, tryna go green. Probably 10, surely not 20s. I'm like, fuck it though, I keep them hoes clean. From the coastline straight to Moline. I just pull pimp, I don't pull lean. Get more green than a golf tee. Come get your issue, get off me. All of my minutes is costly. I've been flicking my wrist, got it frosty. We been up in the score, I've been keeping a tally. My shit like a rally, we moving they soul. Fuck what you thinking, they already know. And as soon as I think it already flow. The hell is you saying? You gotta be playing. You niggas ain't coming like this. Hop in the booth and I'm beating the brakes off the mic. I just can't give them nothing but hits. I just been flexing on them, getting reps in. They ain't finished clapping for the next win. Got these niggas greener than they next skin. Stacking heirlooms for the next gen. I been outside, I been beachside, I been east side with the gang. I took a jet ride to the west side for some Roscoe's and a chain. I had to bounce back to the Midwest, went to Chi-Town on the train. I hit the D-Town for the weekend, swerving potholes every lane. I've been going up 10 days straight. I ain't getting no rest, cause I'm gon' win, I made plays. So I give my best, and you can say whatever you want about me. Do whatever gon' please you. You ain't never seen nobody come up like this and then catch amnesia. I just cook, serve, repeat. Promise y'all I'm gon' eat. I just cook, serve, repeat. Booming all on your street. I just cook, serve, repeat. Promise y'all I'm gon' eat. I just cook, serve, repeat. Booming all on your street. I just... Guess I gotta hit him with an update. Okay. I been getting to it when I'm up late. Hit a nigga when you went the front gate. They act like they ain't know. Hold up. Guess I gotta hit him with the update. Really with it, I ain't got a pump fake. Killer flow and hit him with the one take. Act like they ain't know. Guess I gotta hit him with the update. Okay. I been getting to it when I'm up late. Yes, sir. Hit a nigga when you went the front gate. Act like they ain't know. Guess I gotta hit him with the update. Really with it, I ain't got a pump fake. Killer flow and hit him with the one take. Tell me what's to them boys, I know they ain't talking about me. Hold up. All up in the nigga DMs for the feature, I know they ain't talking about free. Shorty, no lie, no leap. I ain't gon' lose no sleep, you don't have in this Jeep. What you gon' sow, you gon' reap. Bet I'm gon' kill what I eat by the end of this beat. Put a little honey in my tea, put a little pep in your step. I bet on my soul we feast. Bet you don't go, I bet you don't know these freaks. Got it hitting that note on key. Put it on baby, on mammy, on God, on me. Fuck nigga, you not no G. I be in the spot low key. I been at the crib, probably wonder how I got your key. They act like they ain't know it. Guess I gotta hit him with an update. I been getting to it when I'm up late. Hit a nigga when you went the front gate. They act like they ain't know. Guess I gotta hit him with the update. Really with it, I ain't got a pump fake. Killer flow and hit him with the one take. Act like they ain't know. Guess I gotta hit him with the update. I been getting to it when I'm up late. Hit a nigga when you went the front gate. Act like they ain't know. Guess I gotta hit him with the update. Really with it, I ain't got a pump fake. Killer flow and hit him with the one take. Tell me what's to these lanes, they must be out of their mind. Must be. All up in a nigga face tryna hit a blunt, I know he ain't talking about mine. Putting that work on my grind, putting that purp in my lung, I'm putting that work on her spine. Put a little drink on my tab, long as she working that back, I ain't hurting, I'm fine. I bet I go earn it right back. Nigga just hit up my jack, got him working my line, I stay in my lane. I ain't even tripping off yours, I'm too damn worried about mine. You not on no ride, nigga ain't having no motion, we so damn tired of your lies. Ain't one of your guys, niggas can't fit in my shoes, little buddy, them not of your size. They act like they ain't know. Guess I gotta hit them with an update. I been getting to it when I'm up late. Hit a nigga when you went the front gate. They act like they ain't know. Guess I gotta hit them with the update. Really with it, I ain't got a pump fake. Killer flow and hit them with the one take. Act like they ain't know. Guess I gotta hit him with the update. I been getting to it when I'm up late. Hit a nigga when you at the front gate. Act like that, no. Guess I gotta hit him with the update. Really with it, I ain't got a pump fake. Kill a floor and hit him with the one take.
Hello, what's going on this Thursday afternoon? Hope everybody is well. Hope all is well. Hope everybody getting it in and doing their thing for the day. Hope everybody is fine. As y'all should know who this is, I should not need no introduction by now, but for all those that don't know, this is Big Dog Barking, the country boy from Memphis, Tennessee, with another live today. I'm gonna be more laid back today. I ain't gonna be as aggressive. I ain't gonna be as volatile or angry or whatever names you may call me. It's cool. I'm fine. I was debating whether or not to do a live today because my wife is at home today. And usually when my wife is at home, I try to spend as much time with her as possible. You know what I'm saying? And she was pretty much like, if you're gonna do something, do something. If you ain't gonna do something, then don't do it. So I'm like, all right, cool. So it took me a minute before I finally put this together. As you see, I'm going on an hour later than I usually do. So it was really me going back and forth whether or not to talk about this or not. And we'll say just feel great, Queen. I mean, any graduation is a good graduation, Queen. You know what I'm saying? Just to see your son or your daughter go from one level to the next level. That's wonderful. That's a beautiful thing. You know what I'm saying? So regardless if it's kindergarten graduation, fifth grade graduation, high school graduation, just to see our kids go from the one level to the next is a beautiful thing, Queen. You know what I'm saying? So congratulations are in order. But like I said, it put my show together, Queen. I'm not finna let you twerk in my chat today. I'm not finna let you twerk. But you know what? You can twerk. I don't care. I just not finna drop the link today. Cause like I said, I usually don't do nothing when my wife at home, so I can spend time with her. So this was a last minute live I put together. So I'm not dropping no link today. Catch me tomorrow when I'm talking about um dating while broke. That's the topic for tomorrow. This is just something I like something that just came. No, what I ain't gonna say I came up with it. What happened was that I called myself putting myself on punishment today. And I have told y'all in the past, usually when I'm on punishment, I get to reading books, magazines, newspapers, whatever the case may be, just to, get myself away from the world and dive off into logic and fiction, nonfiction. Just pick up something and read it. You know what I'm saying? Instead of watching everything and shit like that. So I woke up this morning, me and my wife were talking and shit like that. And I came to my table, my dining room table, where my laptop is, with my microphone, everything, where I do my show with. And I was just scrolling through YouTube like I do every morning when I get out of my bedroom, get myself together. And doing the same thing I do is I'm scrolling, I'm trying to see who live, trying to see what they talking about. And I'm tuning in. I hit one content creator and listen for a minute and go to the next content creator and so on and so on and so forth. So after I listened to so many content creators, I picked up one of my books that I read before, probably two, three times already, just to refresh my memory, just to refresh my logic, my way of thinking. And as y'all can see from the title, um, wait a minute. Okay, as y'all can see from the title, men are quitting toxic masculinity. Here's why. Ladies and gentlemen, I should have said men need to quit toxic masculinity. And here's why. And I don't know, I don't think this is gonna be a long one. I think I'm just gonna try to sum everything up as fast as possible. I'm gonna try to limit the vulgarity and the curse words. I'm gonna try to be a little bit more professional. And it's crazy that it's crazy that the lives that I do that just pop-ups and all that right there. I try to be more professional and less vulgar than the ones I actually playing. But I can't explain it. Don't know how to explain it. But anyway, I should have said men need to quit toxic masculinity. Here's why. Just off of looking at everything that men talk about, black men, white men, Asian men, Hispanic men, they all talk about the same thing. Now, me being a black man, I can only speak on experiences with black women. That's who mostly I deal with. And we could talk about how the black community is in shambles. We see black men getting deleted every day. We have kids growing up in fatherless homes. We have women, black women, running amok, running wild, quote unquote, too masculine. We see this every day, whether it's on social media, mainstream media, in person. We see these type of things. I'll be lying to say they don't happen. I be lying. Now the how much of it goes on, that begs to differ. Depending on what city you in, what state you in, what income level you on. It's all different. I can't give you the exact. It's different. What I do in Memphis, Tennessee, and what I see in Memphis, Tennessee, might be different in places like San Diego, California, or Denver, Colorado, Boston, Massachusetts, Los Angeles, California, Dallas, Texas, Atlanta, Georgia, St. Louis, Missouri. We see it, but we see it on different levels. But one thing I have noticed while watching this unfold is that the men are hurt. The men are hurt. And I'm not saying the men are hurt to give you a pat on the back and say everything's going to be all right. No, 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 no. I refuse to do that. I refuse to give you men a pass by saying men are hurt. I refuse. I refuse to sit here and say that the black women are the reason why our communities are messed up. I refuse to say that the black women are the reason that we have fatherless homes. I even refuse to say that the black women are the reason that the black women are masculine, extra masculine. I refuse to say it. I'm looking directly into the face, into the eyes of the men because you're hurt. And you know why you're hurt? First of all, this the problem. This the problem that I have with a lot of men. You so hurt. You so distraught. You so messed up in the head. You so destroyed that you don't want to participate, but you don't want to quit either. I'm gonna run that back. Men are so hurt and beat up that they don't want to play no more. But you don't want to quit the game. How is it that you want to blame the destruction, the demise of our communities on the shoulders of black women each and every day, all day, every day, morning, noon, and night? The conversation is circular. It's the same conversation over and over and over again. It's not our fault. It's the women's fault. They don't want to follow. They don't want to be led. They want control of everything, and all right, like it's just everything is on them. So you're so hurt. It's like playing Uno. It's like playing a game of Uno. And you got your hand and she got her hand, and she play a card, you play a card, and she play a card, and you ain't got the number, you ain't got the color, so you pull from the deck, and she hit you with another card, and you ain't got the number or the color, and you're pulling another one. Then she hit you with a draw two, a draw four, a skip. I don't even know. I think Uno might have made the draw 100. I don't know if that were real or not. But you see where I'm going is that you keep playing the game, and the game you can't win. So you sit there and you get so mad, you get so angry that you want to quit the game because you can't win. But you go right back to playing because you're determined to win. You get so mad you want to quit, but you go right back to playing. You so angry with these women that you want to be up off of them, but you keep talking about them. You keep trying to date them. You keep trying to wife them. You keep trying to have babies by them. So how is it that you're so tired of them that you still want to be with them? How is it that these same women that hurt you, you still want to be by their side? You still want to be up under them. You still want to be on top of them. You still want to take them places and still want to do things for them. How is it? See, what I realize is that a lot of you guys that's angry at women, you got hurt a long time ago. Whether it was about your mother, your grandmother, your aunties, cousins, the little girl in the third grade, high school sweetheart, chick you met at work, at college. You got hurt. You got hurt. You got a taste of that sweet nectar in some shape, form, or fashion. You got a taste of a woman in some shape, form, or fashion, and you like the taste, but that was too rough to handle. There was too much to handle. So you had to back away from it, but you got enough of that woman to say, That was good. I want some more. You dealt with women and they hurt you. And whatever age they hurt you, you got a taste of it and you wanted some more. It tastes good on your lips. That first kiss you got from a girl tastes good, didn't it? The first time you hugged a chick that had some big breasts felt good, didn't it? The first time you was able to grab her booty and she not smack your hand or look at you crazy felt good, didn't it? The first time you got between them legs, it felt good, didn't it? Of course it did. Of course it did. But see, what the problem was that you didn't understand them fully when the moments happened. You didn't understand what you were dealing with when you got that first kiss outside of your mama kissing you. You didn't understand what was going on when you got that first hug from another woman that wasn't in your family. And your nether region started a little tingling motion. All of a sudden, your pants fitting a little tight around your groin area. You ain't understand what was going on when you grabbed that girl butt. Because at one point in time, you thought it was funny to grab her butt. Then you got old enough to when you grabbed her butt, you was thinking more sexual. Like at one point in time, you used to run from girls and said girls had cooties. Then as you grow up, you start running to girls because you wanted them cooties. Ain't that strange? Ain't that strange? But see, what happened was when you first started dealing with them, you got hurt somehow. You got hurt. You got a taste of it, but it burnt you. It hurt your feelings. It hurt your soul. And instead of giving up on it after you had a taste of it, you wanted some more. But you didn't want to get hurt again. So this is the problem that a lot of men have, is that we love women. We just don't want to get hurt by women. Like you go into these gender wars all day, every day with women. Why? Majority of the time is because you want women to act a certain way so you won't get hurt again. Somewhere along the lines, you want women to stop doing the things that women do and act a certain way so you won't get hurt. Well, gentlemen, that's impossible. That's impossible. What's what's the saying? All fair, everything's fair in love and war. Excuse me. All things are fair in love and war. So the same way I hear content creators beefing with each other, we're at war. If me and you have war beef with each other, you can't tell me how to proceed in this beef with you. You can't tell me how to attack you, nor can you tell me how to defend against you. Everything is on the table. Everything. My offense and my defense are going to be predicated on how I feel. You cannot tell me how to prepare for war. And with that being said, you can't tell women how to deal with love, how to deal with relationships. You can't tell them. You know why? Because everything in this game of love and these gender wars is on the table. Everything is at both men and women's disposal. The problem is men, us, we don't like the fact that women have the same weapons that we have. I'm gonna say that again. Men don't like the fact that women have the same weapons at their disposal that men have. Men feel like that creates an unfair advantage. Why? I mean, we're the stronger vessel. We're built for combat. We're built for stress. So how is it that when women have the same weapons of war that we have, you have a problem? If you're the better gender, the stronger gender, the more logical gender, why are you complaining about what the weaker gender has? Because they have access to the same things you have. What's the complaint? You still the stronger vessel, right? You still the man. You still the logical thinker. So why do you complain? Why do you make a big huff and puff about what women do when you supposed to be the man? When we look at these communities, these black communities, first thing black men want to say is the women let the community go to hell. But we supposed to be the kings. We supposed to be the leaders. We supposed to be the ones that run it. So how is the ones that's supposed to be in charge not responsible for the demise of the community? Oh, the government did this, and Section 8 did that, and food stamps did this, and feminism did that, and all that right there. Okay, I hear that. Do that stop you from being a man? Because men put all that stuff into place for women. Do that stop you from being a man because they have rights, because they can go to work, because they can go to school? Do that stop you from being a man? No, it's not supposed to. It's not supposed to stop you from being a man, but yet and still you tell me every day is that that's the reason why men can't be men. That's why the community is in shambles, because the government has told men you're not needed. The government never told you you weren't needed. The government never told you you wasn't needed. You took yourself out the game. You took yourself out the game when the government started doing stuff for women. You took yourself out the game. The government didn't have to push you out. You left. You left your community. Didn't nobody push you out. I hear over and over again about the daytime TV show back in the 80s and 90s. I was in elementary school. I wasn't watching Donahue or Gerardo or Oprah Winfrey like that. I was watching cartoons. I don't know what the hell was going on. Nor did I care. When I came home from school, I was watching cartoons. Probably catch an episode of Sesame Street or Reading Rainbow, Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood. I'm watching Transformers and G.I. Joe and He-Man. I wasn't watching Donahue. I found out who them people were later on down the line, but I wasn't coming home from school to see what they were talking about. That didn't concern me. It wasn't on my radar. So I can't sit up here and come to tell people what happened back then when I don't even know. I wasn't watching it. I knew what I saw. I knew what was told to me. I knew that my granddaddy, my mother's father, lived 5 minutes away from my grandmother, my mother's mother. Like where I was going to school at, I had an option to either go over his house or my grandmama's house. And I always chose my grandmama's house. Because I didn't hardly know my granddaddy like that. My granddaddy told me at one point in time, me being the curious young black man I was, I asked him, why you and my grandmama ain't together? And he flat foot told me he didn't want to be with her. Now you created 2 babies with her, my mom and my uncle, but you didn't want to be with her. And I saw plenty of old school pictures where he thought he was a PIMP. Come to find out he had other kids from other women. I would see them on the holidays. The government didn't drive my granddad away from my grandmama. His ego, his lust for other women, that what took him away from my grandmama, not the government. My own father. When I finally had a conversation with him and asked him like, Daddy, where was you at the whole time I was growing up? He looked at me and said, I'm going to be honest with you. I wasn't a daddy to none of y'all. So whatever your mama said about me, chances are it's true. My mama never said she ran my dad out because of food stamps and Section 8. We wasn't on food stamps or Section 8. According to the government, my mama made too much money as a school teacher. They wouldn't give her food stamps. They wouldn't give her Section 8. I wasn't getting free lunch at school. Reduced lunch. I had to pay for everything. The government didn't run my dad away from my mama. He left. My stepdad was there, but he wasn't shit either. She got a no-fault divorce because he wouldn't sign the papers, even though he was a problem. He was a drug addict, an alcoholic, a womanizer. And she got tired of it by the time I was 20. She got tired and wanted to get rid of it. Didn't want to be married to that man no more. She filed for a divorce. He wouldn't sign the papers. No fault divorce. The government did not run anybody out of my life. Niggas ran out of my life. Niggas ran out of my mama and my grandmama life. Not the government. They left on their own. So it bothers me when I hear so many men talking about feminism and food stamps and this, that, and the third, running men away. I'm like, what about the men that voluntarily left? What about them? Are you gonna hold them accountable? You'll say, well, yeah, it was some men that did that, but it was more men that got pushed out because of welfare. No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. It really wasn't. This is me speaking from my point of view. You can throw up whatever numbers you want to throw up in my face from 50, 60 years ago. I know numbers can be screwed up. Cause what's the saying? Men lie, women lie, numbers don't. Numbers can lie. Numbers can lie. Numbers lie all the time. I can add and subtract numbers all day to fit whatever point, whatever narrative I want to fit. Numbers can lie. By adding and subtracting. By omission. By putting too many or too less. The numbers can lie. I mean, like I said once before, it's like y'all cite all these different sources, and the sources always have different numbers. And I'm going to ask you again, which numbers are the right numbers for me to believe? That's just like somebody asked me not too long ago, do I believe in God? And I laughed. And I laughed. And I laughed. And I told this person, I was like, look, I don't believe in religion. I believe in a higher power. I don't believe in religion. You know why I don't believe in religion? Because no matter what religion you pick, they all basically tell the same story. Different hero, same bad guy, same story. So who am I to say one religion is better than the next religion when all of them tell the same story? Instead of me having to choose a religion, I just say I believe in a higher power. That person looked and said, okay, I can take that because I'm telling the truth. And this person told me, yeah, I done read all these different books, these different scriptures and all that right then. They were pretty much saying the same thing I had been saying for a while. They all tell the same story. So again, which religion is the right religion if all of them tell the same story? So even with that, when I sit there and say, which numbers are the right numbers for you to believe? Depending on how hard you want to push a narrative. Depending on how hard you want to push a narrative, you'll use whatever numbers you got at your disposal to push a narrative. Remember what I said, weapons of war. Stats. You'll use whatever numbers to push your narrative to say that it's the black woman's fault that the community is in shambles. Think about that. You'll use whatever numbers you'll have at your disposal to tell me, to tell women, to tell anybody that's willing to listen that this is why the community is messed up. And you'll have several, not one, several sources, several sites to try to prove your point, just so you won't be wrong. Several sites, several articles, several sources, all of them that have different percentages, different surveys, different this, different that, just to prove a point that black women destroy the community. And I would look at these sites and I'm like, hey, the numbers different. Each source, each article. Mind you, I read. I'm not just no dumb guy on a microphone just talking to be talking. I read. I listen. The numbers change depending on where I go. Some numbers be high, some numbers be low, depending on what the hell you want to talk about. If you want to say black women destroyed the community, you're going to find an article that had the highest percentage, the highest numbers to prove your point. You're going to find a site, an article, something that has the highest number to prove that black women destroyed the community. First wave feminism, second wave feminism, third wave feminism. You'll go find whatever you need to find to say black women destroyed the community. Okay, I get it. But why you still fucking with them? If they're so terrible, if they're destroyers of communities, why you still want to mess with them? If they're hurting you so bad in the community, why you still want to be with them? My common sense tell me if somebody or something is hurting me to the point that I can't be around them, I'm not going to be around them. I'm going to say that again for those in the back of the classroom. If somebody or something is hurting me that bad, I'm not going to be around them. I don't want no parts of them. I'm going to leave them alone. I'm going to turn around. If I see them walking toward me, I'm going to get away from them ASAP. Because I can't be around this person. Don't want to be around this person. Don't need to be around this person. This person is bad for my health. That's just common sense. So apparently, us black men ain't got the sense God gave a goose. They hurting you so bad, but yet you still want to be in their face. Don't make sense. Fatherless homes. Let me guess. That black women fault. Oh, them conversations are ridiculous when it comes down to fatherless homes, because let the hurt black man tell me it's not my responsibility to protect my seed. It's not my responsibility to protect my sperm while having intercourse with a woman. All because she cracked her legs open and let me see that little furry little cookie between her legs. I just got so out of control with myself that I left everything up to her. Now, because truth be told, I can't do nothing with you unless you let me. Because anything outside of your permission, I can literally go to jail. I can't do nothing with any woman unless she allow me to. If a woman allows you to enter her body, That's a wonderful thing. Wonderful thing. But she also got to tell you to put a rub on. You as a man, young boy, whatever the case may be, you know whether or not you ready to take on the role of being a father. You know. You know how I know you know? Because when she open them legs up and tell you to come on in, guess what you're doing? You making that decision to go in there raw. Not her. You making that decision. I can't blame no woman for letting me go in raw. That's me. I done made that mistake several times. Several times. I don't have no babies out of wedlock. I don't have no STDs. But I risked it. I took a chance several times. And I have said this before, is that the birds and the bees conversation I had with my mama, if you get the girl pregnant, that's your responsibility. Plain, cut, and dry. If I get any female pregnant and it's proven to be my child, that was my responsibility, not my mama's. Now, mind you, I'm taking risk as a teenager in my early 20s. And it always rang in my head is that if I got this girl pregnant and it's my child, that's my responsibility. You guys want to go in raw, shoot up the club, and if the woman gets pregnant, you literally say, hey, it's not my fault she got pregnant. Really? You that hurt? You that hurt to sit there and voluntarily shoot up in the club, get a woman pregnant, just turn around and act like you ain't have nothing to do with it. It was all on her. How many men said this line right here? It don't feel the same. How many men was told to put on a condom and damn near fought tooth and nail with this woman, this teenage girl, this young woman, this grown woman? You fight damn near tooth and nail just so you won't put it on because it don't feel the same. Trying to find the right words to convince her to let you go in raw. Or not even that. Is that you will put the rub on and start having intercourse, and then you want to take it off in the middle of intercourse. How many men have done that? How many men have done that? Then you want to hit me with numbers about, oh, black men are in the house, but then black men, there's only so many black men like the women are only having babies with so many black men. They sharing baby daddies, but then the black men is the most responsible fathers and all that. Again, which narrative you want to push? That every black woman that got children is sharing baby daddies, or all the baby daddies are in their kids' lives? Which one? You gonna tell me that 8 out of 10 women that have multiple kids are sharing two niggas? That is the numbers you want me to believe is that 8 out of 10 women that have kids are having kids by 2 out of 10 men. And then you're gonna turn around and tell me that the 2 out of 10 men are either Pookies and Ray Rays are the most involved men in these kids' lives. Which one is it? Which one is it? So that means that every female that got kids is sharing baby daddies. But also, baby daddies, black men are the most involved in their kids' lives. Which one is it? Because it's the funny thing is that I know females that got multiple baby daddies. I do. And I also know women that got one baby daddy with multiple kids. My question will always be, which one is which? Because it's easy to spot out the female that got multiple baby daddies. Then you can sit there and say, see, her right there, she got kids by him, and she got kids by the same dude. That's easy. But then you meet a woman that got 5, 6 kids by the same dude. Then you want to say, well, that dude right there, he a good dude. It's always a toxic flip-flop. Just to push your point across that black women are terrible. It's always a flip-flop to prove that black women are terrible. Oh, I'm far from sensitive. I'm more logical than sensitive. Real deal, Holyfield. I'm far from sensitive. I take it that you're new over here. So you really don't know is that it's always facts over feelings over here. No sensitivity. So which one is it? Either I'm gonna blame Pookies and Ray Rays for making all these baby mamas, or I'm gonna salute black men for being stand-up guys and raising their families. Which one I'm going to do? Cause let y'all do it. Let some of these content creators tell me is to bash the Pookies and Ray Rays. But if the majority of the dudes are Pookies and Ray, because like what it is 20% of the men smash 80% of the women. Okay, cool. 30% of men under the age of 30 ain't getting no box. All right. Even if we do that 80-20 rule, that means 80% of the black men that's left got 20% of the women to deal with. And the funny thing about that is, I somewhat believe that. I somewhat believe that it's 80% of men dealing with around 20% of the women. I believe that. But you don't want to compete for them two women that's left. It's 8 men to 2 women. And y'all won't compete. You won't compete. You won't go out on dates. You won't do nothing for these 2 women that's available. You don't want to do nothing. You'll complain. You'll sit there and say, oh, they body count high. They're trying to get me for something. You have all the complaints in the world. And then if 2 guys out these 8 that's left get hold of them 2 women, then you want to sit there and say, oh, it was something special about them that made them choose them. Maybe because they said something to them. Maybe they wasn't stuck on this all women are bad mind frame. Just maybe. Just maybe. They rolled the dice and said, you know what? I'm going to take a chance. And you'll sit there and say, it was something special about them guys. What was special about them? They look just like you, act just like you, dress just like you, probably make the same amount of money as you. So what make them so special? I told y'all guys once before, it's a difference between a hero and a coward. When both of them feeling the same way, both of them scared of the moment, is that the hero say, look, it got to be done. I have to do it regardless of the outcome. While the coward sit there and say, I'm not going to do it because of the outcome. And when the hero get the praise, the coward sit there and be mad. Why you mad at the hero when you had every opportunity to be the hero? Why do you want the same praise when you didn't do nothing? Because if that was the case, every man, regardless of bank account, regardless of height, regardless of health and all that right there, you'll have a woman. You'll all be praised. You'll all get a participation trophy. There wouldn't be no complaints. That's why y'all sit around here and want women to change, because all y'all want a participation trophy. You don't want to be better. You just want them to change. So you can still be stuck in your adolescence as a 30, 40, 50-year-old man. Why should I change? Tell them to stop doing what they're doing. Why? Because you still want somebody to pick up after you when you throw your dirty shoes everywhere, dirty clothes everywhere. You still want somebody to slave over a hot stove for your grown ass. You want somebody to clean up the house every motherfucking day because you don't want to do nothing. You want somebody to mind the kids because you've been at work all day. And once they beat down and tired from doing all that, you still want them to turn around and back that thing up, drop it like it's hot. And the best thing she can get out of it is what? What's the best thing she gonna get out of it is what? I'm trying to figure it out. Because this is not me being a feminist or whatever the case may be. I cuss females out. Don't have a problem with it. This is me talking to men and saying, bro, quit complaining. You hurt. You hurt. Quit complaining. which leads into the strong, independent, masculine woman. Bruh, when y'all start talking about drizzle, soft guy era, house husbands, and all that right there, why? Well, she making the money. Let's switch roles. If you joking, you joking. But a lot of you guys ain't joking. You literally want to switch roles with women. You want women to deal with all the stress of the world. You want women to be uber strong and all that right there. So you can sit at home and play PlayStation all day. You want the roles to change. So if the roles change, that means you're going to have to clean the house. You're going to have to cook the food. You're going to have to tend to the kids. You're going to have to stand at attention every time she wants some sex. And one thing I know about dude, it's all fun and games until you get hold of a female that wants it just as much as you do. And mind you, you have to rejuvenate more than she do. You can't do round 4, round 5. Shit, some of y'all can't make it past round 1. Let alone get to round 2. You want to switch roles? That's not manly. That's not masculine. That a man want to give up what God gave him and give it to a woman? How masculine is that? Because she can go get an education? Because she can go get a job with a high 5, 6 figures attached to it? Is that the reason why we messed up? Is that the reason why the community is messed up? No, that's not a reason why the community messed up. Because y'all don't want to compete. Wow, even if it was a competition thing with a woman, why are you competing? Because remember, we're built to lead. We're built for stress. We're built for power and strength. There should not be a competition between a man and a woman. You can say what you want to say. Oh, they got to give a woman a title. They got to do this. They got to double minorities and all that right there. Okay, cool. Got it. Is that going to stop you from being a man? It shouldn't. It shouldn't. Nothing a woman does should stop you from being a man. Nothing. You're supposed to be a man regardless of what a woman do. Chivalry, confidence, humor. That's what women like. You don't want to open the door. You ain't got no confidence. You rather piss women off than to make them laugh because you hurt. You hurt from the first female. You hurt. But you can't quit. You can't leave them alone. You ain't healed from the wound. You won't kill over and pass away, but you don't want to fight either. You don't want to live, but you don't want to die. What it say is you can't live with them, can't live without them. Yes, that's where y'all guys are at right now. And trust me, I know. I've been with mine for a long time, 2 decades. And there's some days I'm like, go to hell. And there's some days I'm like, where my wife at? I understand that, but I can't sit around here and play hurt. You're never going to grow. You're never going to get past where you at as a man if you constantly, what's up, Hassan? Rod, you was in the gym, my bad. You're never gonna get anywhere as a man if you still hurt by what a woman have done to you. Where you going? You're not going nowhere. You can't grow. You can't mature. You stuck as an adolescent. Talking about you a grown man. Yeah, you might be 6 feet. You might be 200 some pounds. You might have muscles and you might be having these good jobs and all that. But mentally, you still that little boy that got hurt in 8th grade by your middle school crush. And you never bounce back. And instead of taking that and swallowing that and looking forward and healing from that, you rather stay in that sickness. You rather stay in that fucked up mind frame. And now you're going forward looking at every woman the same way. You ain't gonna do nothing but hurt me. All you gonna do is hurt me. All you gonna do is hurt me. So I get on YouTube and complain about what you do and who you like and did that in the third because I'm hurt. But you still want them. You still want them. You're hurt. You can't stand them. Don't like how they move. Don't like wigs and makeup and eyelashes. Don't like they showing their ass and titties. Don't want them to have social media. Feel like they always trying to get over on you, trying to get your money. They want to go spend all your money. They want to go. You so worried about all that shit. Just to turn around and say, if you act right, I'll be with you. You complain about everything women do from a hurt mindset to turn around and say, if you stop doing all those things, I'll be with you. Gentlemen, grow up. Because if the shoe was on the other foot, and it's on the other foot, because women say this to men all the time. And you look at the women like, shut the hell up. How you gonna tell a man how to act? How you gonna tell a man what to do? How you gonna tell a man what to say? I'm a man. You have no right to tell me anything. I'm a man. But if you act right, we'll be with you. If you do what I tell you to do, we'll be with you. If you stop wearing wigs, we'll be with you. If you keep your legs closed, we'll be with you. But yet and still, the ones you trying to tell to stop doing the things they doing, them the ones y'all want to be with. Oh, I can get psychological with y'all. That's one thing I pride myself on. I can get psychological with y'all. It's crazy. I could dig inside both a man and a woman's head and tell y'all how y'all operate. I don't be off. If I'm wrong, but it ain't too many times I'm wrong. The same women you complain about is the same ones you want on your arm. You complain about some female that got social media, and then I turn around and be mad because somebody in public looked at her. What's going on, Josh? Ain't that something? You will sit there and get a woman and tell her not to have social media because you so scared of some dude diving off into her DMs trying to get up with her. But it's more of a threat outside in reality that a dude gonna holler at your chick than on social media. This is how I know a lot of you guys are just slow. You worried about Instagram. You not worried about the grocery store. You worry more about TikTok than you is the grocery store. You more worried about social media than social outings when it comes down to your woman. Make that make sense. Make that make sense. You can't make it make sense. And I forgot to say this. This crime, you want to blame women for the crime. I seen more men get deleted in the name of box than anything else. Box, money probably be a close second. But I done seen men go to war over a piece of ass. And you want to blame her. I'm going to blame you. Because you have to think about it. It's more women than men. Why are you offing each other for a woman? Why? Because you got something to prove to that woman. You got something to prove. You ain't going. You going to take another man out. Another man that look like you. Same skin tone. Come from the same hood. Same economic status. You're willing to take him out because it's a chance that the chick you with, he like her too. So to avoid any conflict, to avoid any confrontation, you just gonna get the drop on him so she won't have no other option but you. If you the man, guess what? That nigga ain't even an option if you the man. She ain't even looking at that dude direction if you the man. Just because you took another man off the map don't make you the man. Because what if you take somebody off the map and you get locked up? Guess what's going to happen? One man in the ground, one man behind bars, and there's going to be another man that's going to pick her up. He going to be the man. While you riding in the jail cell because you done put another brother in the ground and another man going to come in and take care of and she going to go out happily ever after. That ain't her fault. That's your male pride. That's your ego. That's your nuts talking to you. That's what that is. How dare another dude look at my woman? I'd have put a bullet in that guy. Cause he was looking. Cause he was looking. You wouldn't go take it that far because I glanced. I had my head down, and I just so happened to see you and her walking in my direction, and I happened to look at y'all, and now you mad at me because I looked. She was in my eyesight. She was in my peripheral. How could I miss her? I didn't miss her. Am I making googly eyes at her? No, I just saw her. I saw you too, my guy. But you mad at me because I saw her. You mad at me because I looked up. Now you ready to put me in the ground. I can't blame women. I blame us. I blame men. We the ones that's hurt. We the ones that got hurt. Whether from a family member or a little girl. We the ones that got hurt and never bounced back. We just got older. We just grew up. But we still mentally are adolescent. And the best way for us to solve our problems is to blame women for our problems. That's not manly. That's pussy. That's all that is. That's not manly. That's pussy. Men hold themselves accountable for their fuck ups, for their problems. They don't kick the can down the road and give it to somebody else. No, they stand on their 10 and do what they got to do to fix the problem. You want to fix the community, go in the community and fix it. You want to stop all these followers home, quit being bastards and pumping and dumping. And then when the woman come up pregnant, you don't want to have no dealings with the woman because that ain't the one you want to have babies with. Quit complaining about strong, masculine women when you acting like a little hoe. Stop it. Stop it. Walking around acting like women got your nuts in a vice grip. Oh, the pain is so unbearable. But you ain't got no problem trying to put a woman in the vice grip. You want her to submit. What's she submitting to? What plan do you have for her to submit to? What's your 3-month plan, let alone a 3-year plan? What's your 3-month plan? Me and my wife this morning were just talking about how long it took from us to going from being broke to actually having some money. It took us exactly 8 years together. 8 years to go from rubbing 2 nickels together to actually having some money. 8 years. And the only plan me and her had together was take care of these kids, pay these bills. Take care of these kids, pay these bills. Take care of these kids, pay these bills. 8 years of taking care of kids and paying bills before either one of us had the extra income to do anything extra. 8 long years of jumping from job to job, trying to hustle, while making sure my son and my daughter had everything they needed as they were growing up. 8 years of having to catch rides because cars breaking down and we ain't got the money to fix them. Unreliable babysitters. Extra, gotta pay so much for childcare. 8 years of ups and downs. And like a man, I stood there. And I didn't put all them problems off on my wife. I didn't say I could have had a better life without her. No. I did what men do. I kept my nose on the ground. I kept grinding. I kept working. I kept doing what I had to do. I kept sacrificing. My wife followed suit. I didn't have to beg her to follow suit. I didn't have to tell her to stop being the stubborn, bullheaded woman she is to follow suit. Nah, I embraced that. I embraced that. Because one thing I know, she ain't gonna let you play with me. Me and her can argue all day, but she ain't gonna let no outsider play with her husband. I didn't have to force her to follow me. She said something, I told her what it was. Guess what? She kept it pushing. She didn't want to be in the project, and I told her when we was in the project, I ain't got the money to get us out the projects. I know you don't want to be in the projects, but I ain't got the money. She shut up. She stayed in them projects until we got out the projects. It wasn't no back and forth arguing or power play or none of that right there. I wasn't swinging and doing all this, that, and the third to make my wife submit to me. I never asked my wife to submit to me. Never begged her for submission. She saw what type of nigga I was. She saw that I was going to take care of that business. She saw that I was going to take care of them kids. She saw I was going to try to put things together so we can have a decent meal. She saw that. I had my complaint, but it wasn't because of her. She saw a nigga that was about his business. And she stayed the course. Because she knew one of these days, we going to get out this fucked up environment. We going to get up out of here. And I remember when these folks were going around talking about they finna shut these projects down. I looked at my wife and said, go find us a house. Go get us a house. Go find us a house. ASAP. Because I'm not finna sit around in these motherfucking projects until they close the doors on these bitches. And then I have to hurry up and try to find something. Go do it. Go do it. I believe you. I believe you're going to find something nice. I believe you're going to get everything you want and everything you need. I believe that. Go find it. Tell me where is it. We're going to get the U-Haul and pack this bitch up. And we did just that. I didn't have to beg for her to follow me. I didn't have to beg. I didn't have to plead. I didn't have to insult her. I didn't have to talk crazy to her. None of that. None of that. And I sit up here on this motherfucking microphone all motherfucking day and tell y'all I'm a piece of shit. I tell y'all all day, every day, for at least 2 hours, I'm a piece of shit. And it's funny that a piece of shit didn't have to beg or plead for a woman to follow him. because I did what I was supposed to do as a man. That's why my wife ain't gonna let y'all play with me. That's why my wife ain't gonna let nobody, no man, no woman, come at me wrong. I don't care how much we argue. I don't care how much we fuss and fight. That woman is not gonna let anybody come at me wrong because I'm a man. I did what I was supposed to do as a man above anything else. And the only thing I could tell you men out there that constantly complain about women, grow up. Grow up. Mentally. Grow up. You shouldn't have to beg for submission if you that guy. You shouldn't have to tell a woman to change her ways if you that guy. You supposed to do what the hell you supposed to do regardless of the situation. Regardless of the situation, you supposed to take care of business. And if you're taking care of business as a man, she gonna follow. She gonna follow. She gonna stand up for you. I think it's them wolves that when somebody is one of outsider threatening the male wolf, the female wolf is right up under his neck, growling and barking and doing all that because we already know. That's the instinct for her to protect her man because they know you coming for his throat. You gonna have to get through me to get to my man's throat. That's my wolf. That's my female wolf. And I didn't have to beg her to do that. I didn't have to insult her. I didn't have to talk bad about it. I didn't have to do none of that. I just did what I do. She protect my throat. Now, with that being said, I'm finna get up out of here. I hope y'all enjoy my pop up. It went a little bit longer than I thought I would. I didn't think I had that much to really say about this topic. But yeah, men, y'all should quit this toxic masculinity. It don't look good. It don't look good. But hey, I'm just a dude from the South that don't know nothing. Anyway, if you like this, like it, hit that like button, share it, tell somebody. Excuse me. And if you haven't subscribed, subscribe to the channel, please. You know what I'm saying? Everything will be appreciated. And I will get over with y'all good people tomorrow at 11 o'clock. Holla at y'all.